Hello everyone, this is Aaron for Aaron 101 Productions. Welcome back to another video here. Today I want to talk about what is common sense. What do you think what common sense is? Give me an example what common sense is. Because I have a notion, or I have a sense that common sense has to do with something with, let's say, a person were to come across a situation that cause a lot of conflict. So it's a problem, right? It's a problem that a person comes across and they don't have any knowledge to solve this problem, but somehow they just magically just know how to solve it, even though without the education for it whatsoever, or maybe with little to no thinking at all. Now, that's an example, and I think the definition is something like involuntarily solving a problem without any previous knowledge for it. And if this is true, now I'm not saying this is not true. I don't know. I think this is what it is. But what is the definition? What is the example? What do you guys think it is? Right? That's the kind of questions I want to kind of like dig into a little deeper and try to understand what is the common truth that we can probably all agree on, right? And because common sense, to me, it is something has to do with you don't, there's no way to teach this to you. However, just because it's not taught to you doesn't give you an excuse to not have it, because if you don't have it, that's not good for you and that's bad for you, and shame on you for not having common sense, because you should have common sense to do some of the things that is not fully explained or fully taught to you. And I think that that sort of attitude to people who don't have this common sense is just, well, I think it's just counterproductive. I think it's just a way to shame people who are ignorant, or shame people who think differently, or shame people who are just different than everyone else. That's what I think. I mean, I don't know. I was raised to not try to make fun of people because they were different and whatnot. And I'm sure a lot of people were too. So like, I don't know, like what the hell is common sense? You know, I really want to understand what it is. And I don't think the idea of common sense is great. For the idea of common sense is just an idea to just shame people for those things, for being ignorant, or just don't have the proper knowledge to do something, or maybe they think differently, or maybe they're not thinking at all. Maybe they're just having a brain fart that day. I don't know. You know, so what the hell is common sense? Why do we have this notion that if you don't have common sense, it's bad for you? Is it something that people are born with, or something that people are not born with? If it's, let's say, involuntarily solving a problem without thinking, without prior knowledge, how can you teach that to someone when involuntarily means you can't really control it? You know, and without knowledge, how do you even how do you develop that skill? How do you even do that? How can you teach something that somehow is just not taught? How do you improve that aspect in yourself? Or maybe you just don't have that aspect whatsoever. At what time period did the whole world magically and simultaneously practice common sense? When did this happen? When did that happen? What time period did the whole world had common sense we can refer to? Right? So like, what is it? Why do we have this notion that if you don't have it, it's bad for you? And yeah. I'm just going in circles, but you get what I'm trying to say. I already explained what I think it is, and I gave some examples of what it is, and I have some deeper philosophical questions for it. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think common sense is? Give me some examples of what it are, and I would be really, really interested to hear from you guys. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.